It often begins subtly. The spontaneous kisses become less frequent. The shared laughter, once explosive, softens into polite chuckles. The once undeniable physical magnetism cools into comfortable familiarity. You look at your partner, whom you deeply love, and wonder, where did the spark go? Many couples attribute this fading passion to the inevitable routine of long-term relationships, or simply getting comfortable. While routine can certainly play a part, this explanation is far too superficial. True passion, that vibrant mix of emotional excitement, deep desire, and shared aliveness, is not a light switch you can flip. It's a delicate emotional state, easily withered by unseen, unacknowledged psychological blocks that silently choke the very intimacy it requires to thrive. This video will guide you beyond the conventional wisdom, inspiring you to look inward at the complex emotional and psychological barriers that truly kill passion. By understanding these unseen forces, you can begin to dismantle them and rekindle the vibrant desire in your relationship. Passion is not merely a physical act. It's a vulnerable, playful, and deeply emotional experience. It requires psychological safety, a sense of authentic connection, and a willingness to be seen and desired. Like a delicate flower, it needs fertile ground, free from emotional weeds, to truly blossom. As Brian Sutton Smith, a theorist of play, famously suggested, the opposite of play is not work, it's depression. In a romantic context, this resonates deeply. When playfulness and exploration in intimacy vanish, often due to underlying psychological burdens, a kind of relational depression can set in, extinguishing the very light of passion. When the spark fades, it's often a symptom that one or more of these deeply rooted psychological blocks are at work. Number 1. The weight of unresolved resentment and unexpressed needs. Passion cannot thrive in an atmosphere thick with unspoken grievances, festering resentments, or a history of unmet emotional needs. Each unaddressed hurt, each swallowed complaint, each unfulfilled longing creates an invisible emotional wall. This wall makes true intimacy, and by extension passionate vulnerability, feel unsafe, undeserved, or simply impossible. You can't truly open up and desire someone if you're subconsciously angry or hurt by them. Imagine trying to light a fire in a room full of damp kindling. The flame struggles to catch. Self-reflection. What unspoken angers, hurts, or frustrations am I carrying from past interactions or ongoing patterns that might be dampening my desire or openness to my partner? Number 2. The burden of shoulds, performance anxiety and pressure. In our culture, there's often immense pressure, from society, from a partner, or from ourselves, to maintain a perfect sex life, or to feel passionate all the time. This pressure is a silent killer of spontaneity and genuine desire. It transforms intimacy from an organic expression of connection into a performance, laden with anxiety about whether you're doing it right or if you're good enough. When sex becomes a task to be checked off, true passion often recoils. As a general psychological observation highlights, pressure often paralyzes pleasure. Self-reflection. Do I feel pressure from myself, my partner, or societal expectations to perform a certain way sexually or to feel a specific level of passion? How does that pressure affect my ability to relax into intimacy? Number 3. Lost identity and the role trap. In long-term relationships, especially amidst demanding careers, parenthood, or other life responsibilities, it's incredibly easy for partners to lose touch with their individual identities. You become mom, dad, the provider, the caregiver, or the responsible one. While these roles are vital, the unique, playful, sensual, and desirable self that attracted you to your partner in the first place can get buried. This suppression of individual identity makes it difficult to access the very parts of yourself that fuel passion and vibrancy within the relationship. Self-reflection. Have I lost touch with parts of myself? My unique interests, my sensuality, my spontaneity, my zest for life, that once fueled my sense of desirability and personal vitality? Number 4. Body image issues and self-esteem erosion. Our relationship with our own body and our overall self-worth profoundly impacts sexual desire and comfort within a partnership. If one partner struggles with negative body image, deep-seated shame about their physical self, or pervasive low self-esteem, they may unconsciously erect powerful barriers to intimacy. The fear of judgment, the belief they are unworthy of desire, or an inability to feel comfortable in their own skin can make authentic, passionate connection feel terrifying or impossible. Brené Brown reminds us, shame, blame, and an unworthiness are the enemies of connection. These internal struggles create a barrier more formidable than any external factor. Self-reflection. What unconscious beliefs do I hold about my body or my worthiness of desire? How do these beliefs subtly, or overtly, impact my openness to intimacy and passion in my relationship? Number 5. The ghost of unresolved trauma or old scripts. Past sexual trauma, emotional abuse, or deeply ingrained negative scripts about sex or intimacy, often absorbed from family, culture, or religion, can create powerful, unconscious blocks to passion. Even if consciously over it, the body and the subconscious mind can still carry the protective mechanism of shutting down desire as a defense. This isn't about the current partner. It's about a deep, internal wiring that prioritizes safety over pleasure, making true surrender to passion incredibly difficult. Self-reflection. Are there any past experiences, traumatic or otherwise, or deeply held beliefs about intimacy that might be unconsciously telling my body or mind to protect itself by withholding full passionate engagement? Rekindling the flame. Rebuilding psychological safety and desire. Reigniting passion means courageously looking at these unseen blocks and addressing them at their root. Number 1. Acknowledge and address emotional residue. Create a safe space to openly, gently, and without blame, discuss simmering resentments, past hurts, and unmet emotional needs. Sometimes, passion only returns once the emotional clutter is cleared. Number 2. Reclaim individual identity. Actively pursue individual hobbies, friendships, and self-care that rekindle your unique sense of self and vitality. When you feel whole and vibrant as an individual, you bring a richer, more passionate self to the relationship. Number 3. Communicate desires and boundaries. Openly discuss what passion truly means to each of you. What makes you feel desired? What are your fears or boundaries around intimacy? Clear, honest conversation builds trust, which fuels desire. Number 4. Prioritize emotional intimacy. Understand that physical passion often flows directly from deep emotional connection and psychological safety. Prioritize quality time, deep conversations, shared vulnerabilities, and acts of affection that don't immediately lead to sex. Emotional closeness is the fertile ground for physical desire. Number 5. Focus on presence, not performance. Release the pressure to perform. Shift your mindset towards presence, exploration, and playful connection. Emphasize shared pleasure and mutual enjoyment rather than striving for a specific outcome. The courage to be vulnerable and desire again. Fading passion is a complex signal, often indicating deeper psychological barriers rather than a simple lack of effort or the arrival of routine. By bravely looking at these unseen blocks, your unresolved hurts, anxieties, identity shifts, self-worth struggles, or past traumas, you and your partner can move beyond superficial fixes. This journey requires vulnerability and patience, but it is the path to truly reigniting your emotional and physical connection, making your relationship a vibrant, passionate space once more. Understanding these deeper, often unconscious patterns is the first step towards transforming your relationship dynamics. If you're ready to explore your own attachment and love styles, or to gain further personalized insights into your relationship's unique challenges, consider taking therapychats.com's free in-depth relationship test, which includes assessments for both attachment and love styles. For those seeking one-to-one guidance, therapy-chats.com also offers personalized relationship support to help you navigate these complex journeys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe our channel for more insightful psychological videos. See you soon.